Today, we debate more of your spicy hobby hot takes. We had another record month in the hobby, and then take a look at the top selling players on eBay, plus a whole lot more. Welcome back to episode 396 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast.
Josh! Loud collector, Phil! Loud collector, Phil! Baba Louie, Baba Louie! Yeah! Baba Louie, Baba Louie!
And California Dave! And California Dave!
California Dave! Welcome to the Gong Show.
Hello, happy family. Welcome back to the Gong Show. Happy Thursday to you. What up, boys? Hi, Dave. Hi, Philip. Hello, Baba Louie.
Hello.
Hey.
Well, as many of you are listening or watching, California Dave will be on an airplane
Woo.
headed to Minnesota for a Memorial Day retreat. We're bringing the wives up with us. We're going to have some fun, chill out at the lake. Hopefully it'll be now. I don't know if you know about Memorial Day in Minnesota. There's been good weather maybe once or twice in human history. It's
Oh, goody.
It's the official kickoff of summer here in the beautiful northern state, and the weather never cooperates. But the forecast looks okay. It is typical Minnesota, though, where we'll have like high of like 60 one day and then 85 the next day, because that's what it's like to live here.
Yeah.
I'll prepare for warm and cold. Mostly cold.
Yeah, all in the same day. And we will be, most of us, the three of the four of us, won't be here on Monday. We're going to have a Gong Show podcast Philip takeover.
Hello.
Hello, Philip.
See what's going to happen. It's got to stay
Solo.
within the lines of the gospel of the podcast, but I'll definitely have some fun with it. Yeah, it'll be good.
Oh, I'm sure you will. So yesterday was the 4-year anniversary of the first episode of this podcast, which is wild to think about.
That's
Happy
awesome.
birthday, first.
Nice.
episode.
Awesome.
Yeah. Me and OG Troy started this show kind of on a whim. I've told this story before, I won't again. But it's truly been the ride of my lifetime. The kind of the craziest thing that's ever happened in many ways, some good, some bad, I suppose. But I get pretty reflective around like dates and anniversaries. And the thing that's hit me is I was well into my career and miserable. And for the last 4 years, although it's been difficult and we've had to build something from zero, I get to actually do something that I truly love. And life is fleeting. It goes by really fast, I think, as we're all sort of finding right now. And so I just feel very, very lucky to have found this and the people and you guys and the hobby, the community. And, you know, I loved sports cards growing up. And so to be a big kid for my job is pretty cool when you boil it down. So I want to say, obviously, thank you to you guys for all your help and support. Thank you to the good listener, even especially the ones that were with us before we were a YouTube show. First year and a half, we were not on YouTube at all. If this is your first show, I guess, well, thanks for giving us a shot. We all, I won't speak for you guys, but I think we all really love this, and we want to get better at every aspect. We talk all the time about how to make the pictures look better, the audio sound better, talk better research, better writing, be funnier, better editing, that setup, all that sort of stuff. And we're going to keep working to that. And one of my favorite lines, and the first boss I ever had, it was in the footer of his email, and he would send me a million emails. And so I saw it repeatedly, and I guess I'm glad about that now looking back. But his email always ended, the best has yet to come. And I kind of think, like, if you live life that way and try to no matter where you're at today, the best, whether it's a good day or bad way, the best is yet to come, then, it's you have a lot to look forward to, and I really believe that sort of mindset.
Unless you
So,
peaked in high school.
Yeah. Sorry, Phil.
No, I definitely
Yeah.
didn't peak in high school.
Yeah. I've heard the stories.
Yeah.
Your sister and I talk.
Yeah.
No,
Very
me and Phil are looking forward to the time
bet.
when we get to live in Minnesota and have bunk beds
Yeah.
in our apartment. So
In Gongshow
That's-
Studios. Yeah.
Gongshow Studios.
That's
on the-
yet to come.
Your apartments will be right next to the helicopter pad.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We won't have a
getting in a
helicopter, but we're going to
helicopter?
have a helicopter pad.
I'm not getting in the helicopter. I'll drive like a normal person.
How much would I have to pay you to go in a helicopter?
You
Well,
would be
I-
like Mr. T from the A Team, where they always have to knock him out
Have to
completely dead
B.A.
to put him in
Baracus.
the helicopter. That's Phil. Phil is
Seems unnecessary.
Mr. T.
Yeah, well, 4 years. There we go. Okay, let's Gong Show breaks. Very excited for this Saturday's breaks. We have some 25, 26 O-Pee-Chee Platinum breaks already on the website, gongshowbreaks.com. We have a master case for both Team Random and Pick Your Team. Spots are already moving, so you want to get there quick. And then in addition to that, we have our Mega Mixer that we'll be running that has Expo buybacks, 2020 the Cup, Crown Royal 2013, get some Nathan McKinnon rookies, Phil's favorite, Fanatics Eminent, 21 Premier, 21 Stature, 2020 Clear Cut, 23, 24 Series 2 Tins to get some Betsy Young Guns. Then we have a few spots left in our Metal PYT, and then SP Game Use to chase Betsy for 2023, and then a really underrated set, 2024 Credentials, get some Macklin Celebrini autos that some have gone for thousands and thousands of dollars. So you can hit some nice cards there. Again, get your spots at gongshowbreaks.com. And we're on a roll. I don't know how it can keep going, but
Yeah, it'd be nice if you actually hit a big card or something.
I know.
Oh, the Gong Show breaks, but
Well,
Yeah.
you guys can't really do anything. You're picking vacation over Saturday night. So hopefully Tori hits something, right? Yeah.
Sure.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got to pass
matter,
the hot
boys?
fingers, the hot fingers to Tori. So
Yeah.
So Friday nights with Phil, what's going down there, Philip, this week?
Well, Dave's a trooper, hell or high water. The man finds a way to be the greatest co-host of all time. And I also bought a box of O-Pee-Chee Platinum. I caved. It's some work days are getting a little long here. I'm right into it, so I need something to be happy about when I get home. So I picked up a box. So hopefully you're lucky. This is a week that I might open it tomorrow. So hopefully, it's expensive, man.
I know.
$400. I crap my pants when I
You
was
know
at
that
the
it's
cash.
400 US here?
Wow.
yeah,
So would that be
Gotta
like
dig-
550 for you or something like that?
Gotta dig
Yeah.
that tunnel, man. The great Canadian American flippening wax tunnel. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like
so that was
$150 difference.
That's crazy.
crazy. So I'll open that, and we'll have some fun, man. We'll have some good. I gotta be honest. I'll be there. I haven't put too much thought into it yet, but we always have a good time. So just
I got-
come hang out with me. It's we'll have fun.
I got some good mail too.
There you
Some
go.
things that
Come-
people have sent me that I'm going to open up. So pretty cool. I'm
Nice.
excited about it.
Come for
Yep.
Dave's mail. Yeah.
Maybe
You're gonna have
Dave,
to bring an extra suitcase with all you're bringing with you.
Yeah, it's true.
maybe Friday nights with Phil be infiltrated by a few women.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
We'll have some lingering wives in the background.
well, some ladies.
Yeah,
That's
right
right.
on. Good. Maybe we'll have an interesting show finally.
Oh.
That's right.
All right. Before we get started, just a reminder that this show, the Hockey Cards Gong Show podcast, we are a Patreon podcast. We rely on the support of the good listener and the good watcher like yourself to help us cover our show expenses, produce what we hope to be more and better hockey card content, and then fund initiatives to grow the hobby, even in a small way. Working on some of those with Upper Deck this summer. If you want to support us, you can do it for as little as $5 a month. Be one of the first 999 supporters of our show. You get the Future Watch Gonger title. You get access to our Discord, where you can watch every week our Discord exclusive show, Behind the Bench, with Neil, Expo Mom, a.k.a. Irish Flyers Collector. We just did a public preview on one of his shows on Wednesday, so you can go check that out on YouTube if you want to see what it's all about. But just in general, it's a great community where you get to meet people. I guess one little new benefit is we're posting our breaks there first, so people get first crack at new breaks. If you're in our Discord community, want to show respect to those people there. If you want to support us, just go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patrun.com. Search for us. We are the Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in the show description, both YouTube and podcast app, and our Instagram and TikTok profiles too. Baba Louie,
Yes, sir.
what's the game plan, buddy?
The game plan for this wonderful Thursday is starting off with get to know your Hall of Famers. Then it's back to hobby hot takes. Then we'll get into some hobby news. After that, we'll touch on the top 5 very, very early SPX sales. And after that, it's personal pickups.
I cannot wait for hobby news. Unless you've seen it, Phil, I'm pretty sure I'm going to blow your mind.
Really? Okay.
Like into a whole other stratosphere. It's I've been giddy all day.
Yeah, good. Like a schoolgirl, giddy like a schoolgirl.
Like Hercules.
He might fall off his chair.
Yeah.
I do that monthly.
Yeah. It's funny.
That's true.
It is
I
funny.
do, man, all the time. All the time.
He doesn't need a lot to fall off his chair.
It's amazing. Okay, we're going to start our show with our Get to Know Your Hall of Famers series. It's where we're profiling all like 400 or so Hockey Hall of Fame players who have ever lived. We started with the first Hall of Fame class in 1945 and have since been working our way to the present day. Today's Hall of Famer is a really big one, a historic player for sure. Dave, do you know who Glenn Hall is?
Oh, nice.
I mean, I've heard of him, but I don't think he's in the all-time Future Watch auto set. So
I get confused with him and Gump Worsley.
Oh, really?
So pathetic.
Didn't he play for Chicago? I see he's in a St.
Yeah.
Louis Blues uni, but he
Played for a lot of
Chicago,
teams, I think.
Okay. I've seen cards. Yeah, I don't know too much
Wow.
about him though.
I'm actually impressed, Dave. That's it's about the best you've ever done when it comes to a vintage player.
Probably.
Good job by
Hey, I
you.
know how to pronounce his name, so
Well, let's
Glenn
learn
Hall.
some more about him.
okay.
Glenn Henry Hall lived from 1931 until passing away just a few months ago in January at the age of 94. Born in Humboldt, Saskatchewan, died in Stony Plain, Alberta. He was a goalie, caught left-handed, played at 5'11", 190 pounds in a 20-year professional career that lasted from 1951 until 1971. Glenn played for 3 teams, the Detroit Red Wings, Chicago Blackhawks, and St. Louis Blues. In 906 total regular season games played, Hall posted a record of 405, 326, 162, 84 shutouts, 2.49 goals against, and .917 save percentage. In 115 total playoff games, he went 49 and 65 with a 2.78 goals against and a .911 save percentage. Hall was the Calder Memorial Trophy winner in 1956, won 3 Vezina trophies in 63, 67, 69, the Conn Smythe winner in 1968, 2-time Stanley Cup champion 1952, 1961, a 7-time NHL first All-Star team selection, a 4-time NHL second All-Star team selection, would end up playing in 13 All-Star games, retired at 39 years old, and after hockey, spent time in the NHL as a goalie coach for both the Devils and Flames, and happened to be the goalie coach in Calgary for Don Edwards and Mike Vernon when they won the Stanley Cup in 1989. Why you should care about Glenn Hall. Glenn Hall came out of Humboldt, Saskatchewan, and built his game through junior hockey with the Windsor Spitfires long before he became known as Mr. Goalie. Early in his pro career, Hall was attached to the powerful Detroit Red Wings organization, but he had to wait behind one of the greatest goalies ever, Terry Sawchuk. Hall's name first appeared on the Stanley Cup with Detroit in 1952, even though he had not played in the playoffs and was famously misspelled as Glyn Hall, Glin.
Aw, that's not good.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, you get your name on the cup and they spell it
Yeah,
wrong.
that's not good. That's the dream. That's the little boy dream.
Can you imagine like the day you get to see the Stanley Cup and it's like
Got it.
it's like
Yeah, done.
it's like Phil
Schmarsh.
Marsh. Phil
Phil
Schmarsh.
Marsh.
After years of minor league work and limited NHL chances, Hall finally got his full-time opportunity with Detroit in 1955-56 after Sawchuk was moved to Boston. In his first full NHL season, Hall started every one of Detroit's 70 games and immediately proved he belonged as an elite goaltender. He won the Calder Trophy as the NHL's top rookie in 1955-56, a rare accomplishment for a goalie and a sign that Detroit's new starter was already one of the league's best. That rookie season also marked the beginning of one of hockey's most unbelievable records, Hall's streak of consecutive starts. He's basically the Cal Ripken of hockey.
Okay. Yeah.
Hall's routine became almost as famous as his goaltending because he was known to get so nervous before games he would throw up before taking the ice. Despite that anxiety, Hall became the picture of reliability once the puck dropped, playing night after night in an era when goalies had no masks and very little protection. In 1957, Detroit traded Hall to the Chicago Blackhawks in a major deal that also sent Ted Lindsay to Chicago, changing the direction of Hall's career. Chicago had been one of the NHL's weaker franchises, but Hall gave the Blackhawks the elite goaltending foundation they needed to become serious contenders. With Hall in net and stars like Bobby Hull, Stan Mikita, Pierre Pilote, and Moose Vasco in front of him, Chicago slowly became one of the most dangerous teams in the league. Hall's style was ahead of its time because he was one of the early goalies to regularly drop down and use what became known as the butterfly style. In an era when many goalies stayed upright, Hall was willing to go down, spread his pads, and take away the lower part of the net in a way that influenced future generations. His toughness showed in the fact that he kept playing without a mask while facing shooters like Gordie Howe, Richard, and other legends with heavy wooden sticks. In the 1961 playoffs, Hall helped lead Chicago past Montreal in the semifinals, ending the Canadiens' run of 5 straight Stanley Cups. The Blackhawks then beat Detroit in the 1961 Stanley Cup Final, giving Chicago its first championship since 1938 and giving Hall the defining team achievement of his career. The 1961 Cup was especially meaningful because Hall won it against the Red Wings, the team that traded him away just 4 years earlier. His Iron Man streak finally ended in November 1962 when back problems forced him out after 502 consecutive regular season starts.
That's ridiculous.
This has to be the record that will never, ever be broken.
No,
It's
not
impossible.
no. The world needs a lobotomy and then it can be broken. Yeah, that's unsafe.
And you think about how he adopted or kind of started the butterfly style, which also exposed his face to way more shots. And then, you know,
I didn't know he was kind of the godfather of that. I had no idea.
I play beer league hockey. I play offense. I have a full cage. There's no way I'm going out on the ice without a full cage. Here's a guy playing professional hockey, playing a goalie, dropping down on the butterfly and taking shots off his face. That's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it kind of gets even better. So if you include playoff games, Hall's streak reached 552 consecutive appearances.
Nuts.
Of course, a goaltending record that is it's impossible to comprehend. I mean, do you think, okay,
no one's going to even have 82 games in a season again? Not a single goalie. I mean, like 60 is like huge.
Yeah, it's not. It's just it's not going to happen. It's
like I would say Wayne Gretzky's points record will get broken before this record.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it won't, but yeah.
What do we know?
Hall remained elite after the streak ended, winning Vezina trophies with Chicago in the 1962, 63, and 66, 67 seasons. When the NHL expanded in 1967, the St. Louis Blues selected Hall, giving the new franchise instant credibility and goal. In 1968, Hall carried the expansion Blues all the way to the Stanley Cup Final against Montreal and won the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoff MVP, even though St. Louis lost in the final. He got McDavided.
Yep.
In 1968-69, Hall shared the Vezina Trophy with Jacques Plante in St. Louis, pairing two legendary goalies late in their careers and giving the Blues one of the great veteran tandems in hockey history. Hall was also the goalie on ice for Bobby Orr's famous flying overtime goal in the 1970 Stanley Cup Final, putting him in the background of one of hockey's most iconic images, even after a career already filled with historic moments.
That's
Crazy.
cool.
Just crazy. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of information. I did not know. I just know the name. I don't know. I always kind of knew he's like a journeyman kind of.
Mhm.
I don't know why I got the Gump Worsley thing. Maybe it's the way they look.
Maybe. Yeah.
Do you know what the second most consecutive goalie streak is? Like, it's probably like in the 200s, right? It's probably not even.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't
remotely
looked that up.
close.
Maybe Louis can do that in the background, but that's a
Yeah.
great question.
I bet you it's more than double.
Okay, Glenn Hall's rookie card is in the 1957 top set, card number 20. The highest selling copy is the PSA 9 we're looking at that sold for $18,100 US dollars in January of 2023. Kind of an interesting pose.
That does not make me think of Glenn Hall.
Yeah. He's got like Chandler Babyface in that.
Yes, totally.
Chandler Bing or our Chandler?
Our Chandler.
Oh, okay.
Or Bing, sure, whatever.
Yeah, he looks more like Chandler Bing. Yeah.
Then I picked 3 additional playing cards to feature, just cards that I thought were interesting or, I don't know, stood out to me. First is the 1963 Topps Glenn Hall card number 23. I picked this one because I don't think we've ever even shown this card on our show.
Yeah, that's the Glenn Hall I think of when I drew a blue deck because I've never seen a blue deck before.
What a wild card, just in general. The highest selling copy.
Slapshotting his face, I guess.
I guess. Highest selling copies of PSA 10 sold for $3,151 US in April 2016. Then I picked next is a 1965 Topps card. It's number 55. Hall clearly has scoliosis in this picture because what is he doing?
He's hunched.
He's adjusting the boys, and they snap the picture, and they're like, "That's it, Glenn, get out of here."
After 500 consecutive games, his back. I mean, he did
have back
end the
problems.
streak with a bad back, right? So maybe that's as straight as his back ever got after that streak.
Any 65 card, I think of the Esposito, right? That's Phil Esposito's rookie card. He looks like the Penguin.
So my cousin is like a hoity-toity fashion photographer, and I've noticed that like high-end like fashion models kind of do like hunch over, like they hunch their back and their shoulders. It's very weird. I should look into it. Yeah, I don't know why. Just made me think of that. Okay, and then the last card we'll feature is a Blues card of Glenn Hall from the 1969 O-Pee-Chee set, card number 12. A caption in this photo.
It looks like a mob boss from the 30s.
Yeah,
kind of like a mugshot almost.
Yeah. Where's my Tommy gun?
it's got a little Tom Hanks in him or something. I don't know.
Oh. PSA 9 highest seller sold for $695 US last month, April 16th.
Hey, maybe the hairline.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know. Something.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, what is it? What's the answer?
We got to go back to 1924. A gentleman named Alec Connell, and his streak was 257.
Okay, so about half, right?
Half.
Yeah,
About a half.
Then it's 245, 240, 223. So it just keeps getting worse. Yep.
Never ever again. That's for dang sure. Okay, kids, that's your Hockey Hall of Famer, Glenn Hall. Phil?
Josh?
Hobby Hot Takes. You ready to jump
I'm
in
ready.
the driver's seat?
I've been following the notes since the beginning this episode.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, Hobby Hot Takes. All right. Discord, 2-cent hockey cards. The Kings were the worst team to make the playoffs in recent years. They had 22 regulation wins all season. That is second worst in the league, only to Vancouver, who had 15. Absolute frauds. And Colorado made that clear. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I'll read them better. Yeah, I agree. That's all I got. Louis, what do you think?
Yep.
All right.
How are you not going to me first, or am I just swinging?
I'm sorry. Is this your segment to dictate? No, Josh, what do you think?
I'll swing cleanup.
I'm going to defer to Dave and talk about his favorite team, who was just called an absolute fraud.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I love it. This is amazing.
All right, 2-cent hockey cards. Okay.
A little.
I did.
Further from the mic.
Okay.
A little further from the mic.
I actually have a lot to say. I'm gonna refer to 50% of my comments on this one thing. Bear with me. So if you look at the standings, the LA Kings, yes, they did not have a lot of regular season wins, but also look at how many overtime games they went to. They actually broke the record for overtime losses. Why did they have so many overtime losses? Okay, but why? Why is that? What is overtime set up for success for?
Good teams.
What type of team?
Good ones.
No. Well, yeah, but young, fast, and skilled. People who grew up doing the shootout, people that are quick. The Kings are the 5th oldest team in the league. And so, sure, they're going to go in the playoff or into the overtime, and they're going to lose most of them, which they did. They lost 20 of their overtime games and only won like a handful of them. Okay.
Mhm.
So you take that and you
I'm not
take
seeing
about
anything here.
half of those games and you give them a win in the win column. They are the best team in their division by points, and it's not even close. Just by
Hey,
winning
boys, what's
half.
this?
Mm-hmm.
It's Dave grabbing at straws.
But
Mhm.
but that didn't your whataboutisms did not happen.
I know, but let's go to the playoffs. And they got swept by Colorado, correct?
Yeah, I'm like, why are we
Yeah,
running?
let's
Okay,
not.
yes, they did.
Did
They
you
did
look
not
at the
win a game.
score of all those games? They lost by 1 goal except for the last game. So they were competitive and in the game, but yes, they were.
How many
not as
how many
good of a
goals did your
but
team
they
score in the
weren't-
playoffs?
They were not the worst team in the playoffs.
What are you trying to
who
say
was?
there, bub? What are you trying to say? You don't
Yeah,
think my
oh.
Sens would have kicked the crap out of your stupid Kings?
Your Sens play on the East Coast. which
Doesn't
is
matter.
like
That's
a
not. We're not playing.
JV league compared
If
to
we
the
were,
West Coast.
if we were playing the game, if we were playing the game of logic right now, you would have been cut off 5 minutes ago. So we're swimming in the dumb pool. My Sens would have kicked the snot out of your Kings. DJ Smith, really? Come on,
That
David.
He
is
called your
so
team
not true.
junior varsity.
I don't care. I heard
You
him. I
got
don't care. I'm not
swept by
addressing him.
Carolina.
Yeah, who's probably going to win the cup?
Kind of
No,
a
they're
wagon.
not. They're going to get destroyed by Colorado.
Your
You
old
watch
Thank
team.
you.
see.
Thank you for your
You
hot
watch
take,
and
2
see.
cent hockey cards.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to Discord. Ben,
Yeah.
that's enough. Hot take. The 5 legends of the game, Gretzky, Orr, Howe, Lemieux, Crosby. I love how you did that. All won their. Oh, I remember this. I'll start over. I'm sorry. The 5 legends of the game, Gretzky, Orr, Howe, Lemieux, Crosby, all won their first cup in their early to mid 20s. And they all won their last cup before they turned 30 years old. McDavid's going to turn 30 in January. By definition, he won't become a legend. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. I have no opinion on this. I just love watching.
Yes.
I love watching. Josh hates Connor McDavid, so let's go to him and see what he
Yes.
thinks.
I think people add these hot takes to try to get us into trouble. Like they're trying to back us over the
Yeah.
cliff.
I don't care about this one.
Okay. This whole McDavid thing boils down, it's very simple. It boils down to one juxtaposition. You either value a player's legacy by the personal stats and personal awards or by team accomplishments. And on the personal award side, McDavid is doing very, very good. One of the greatest all time. On the team accomplishment side, not so good. My personal opinion is I've always valued team accomplishments because I think the best players make their teammates better and carry their teams to victory. It's like, oh God, I'm agree.
There you go.
Start the
go.
videos.
Dig
Start the
hole,
videos.
dig the hole.
Clip here. Start your clip cams. If the whole point of the NHL and the whole point of being a fan is to win the Stanley Cup, and your player never wins a Stanley Cup, then what's the point? Right?
Well said.
Yeah, I don't like you much, but you got a good point. Yeah, I agree. Louis, do you have anything to add to Josh's
No.
rant?
I'm going to stay out of the mud.
Yeah, no, it's good. Okay, next one. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. 2.22 Sports Cards Discord. At the request of the breaker, at the request of the breaker with the hottest hands in the land, hot take from an American. The last time a Canadian team won the cup argument has no merit whatsoever when half the league is Canadian. Ooh, I like it. So my answer responds on Josh's. So go ahead, Josh.
Oh, I got to go back to the notes. I got all flustered with Connor McDavid.
Oh, yeah. Come on. You got this.
So
he's got really good points.
I said it's convenient logic that when you're country's team hasn't won a cup since I was in the 8th grade.
Yeah, you're-
Legitimately. And then I was kind of curious, like, I'm still trying. Is this gaslighting? Is this what gaslighting is right here? Do I now finally understand the definition?
That conversation made me question my knowledge of gaslighting. I've started. I don't like it. I think this is like the Nick's gaslighting a bit. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I agree with 2.22 sports cards. Yeah, come on. Like let's all jokes aside, it's our game. You guys won the Olympics this year.
Yeah.
I really truly believe the country just needs to get back to the pursuit of excellence and everything will be okay because it is our country's game. If we keep going that way and you guys keep going the other way, then you're probably going to take that from us. But you're going to have to take it for like a century. That's the issue, right? I don't care if you win the next 2 golds in the next 8 years. You got a long hill to climb. You can't erase history. I know people try, but you're not erasing hockey history. And you have over 100 years of legacy to catch up on.
Plenty of time. We're on a
There
roll.
you go. Well, I love the confidence. And let's have some good hockey along the way, right?
With players like Macklin Celebrini and Bedard and Matthew Schaefer
It's a good start.
donning the maple leaf, I would feel pretty good if I was a Canadian about the future.
Yeah.
So is this us stupid Americans or just naive? I don't even think of it. When I'm watching a game watching a game and guys out on the ice, I never am like, oh,
No
yeah,
one
he's a
does.
Canadian.
No.
I
No
could
hockey-
care
yeah.
less where they're from.
No hockey fan is. It's just it's when we're not watching hockey, we get to have these conversations that are trivial. That's how I look at it.
Can I say one more thing about this? Like, I'm
Nope, we're moving
willing
on.
to bet.
Nope.
I'm willing to bet that if you went and did a media analysis, the fact that Canada hasn't won the Stanley Cup since 1993 is brought up probably 6 times more in Canada than in the U.S.
Yeah. We're our own problem. Yeah. Guilty.
What year was it?
1993.
Montreal, Canadiens.
Say it again. What year?
I was in the 8th grade in 1993.
Okay, perfect.
It's good looking.
I do think it's funny though how during like the national anthem, especially if there's a Canadian team versus an American team and you have whatever crowd it is booing the other national anthem, and I'm sitting there going,
Idiots.
half the players on the American team are Canadian or
Dave,
more.
that's
It's just silly. Silly.
there's a lot of silly out there.
Yep.
Okay, so next one, Philly left wing. So I'm going to preface this first. So we've had a lot of questions that have come up. I've had no opinions on them. I could care less. The following question is very special and important to me. And I'm a passionate person. I speak intensely. And when I'm only passionate about things that I have great experience in and strong opinions on, but I'm always open to listen. And I feel very safe on the podcast because I have my boys with me and they really do know my fibers. So yeah, I say silly things. I always say, if I say something silly, ask me a question to clarify. My biggest fear is always being, well, it's not a fear anymore. So anyways, okay, there's a little preface because I'm going to go first after we say this. Okay. So Philly left wing. Discord, Victor Hedman, and yes, Linus Allmark very publicly discussing their mental health battles is a net positive for society. I fully agree, sir. There is a lingering stigma attached to mental illness, especially around the idea that asking for and receiving help is somehow a sign of weakness or selfishness, which gets in the way of treating this very real health issue. And I strongly disagree with your last statement. I strongly do. And I'll explain. Okay. So I think I did write this out. So I will ad lib as well. Mental illness is extremely real. I've been very open because I've conquered it. I manage it. I conquered it and I manage it. I was diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder at 14 and again by a separate panel at 18. Okay. I've even been hospitalized for it. I was a teenager, all is well. Don't worry. But I've lived with it for over 30 years. I have real experience with my battles with mental illness. I don't look at it that way. It's just me, right? I don't look at it as the MI. So saying that, I come with real experience, not just my opinions. Okay. So I believe my opinions do have some merit. The bigger issue for me, not to get too deep, is 99% of people that do live with mental illness are managing it every single day without press conferences or making it bigger than the team that they're on. They're not looking to be called heroes. They're just showing up and doing the work every day. quietly. Now I'm talking about professional sports. I don't even get me started on the regular, your neighbor or the person stuck in traffic beside you. Don't even get me started on that. I want to keep this professional sports, the pinnacle of athleticism. Okay. You're not bigger than your team. You're not. And when you're looking to be called a hero, there's a lot of people are not looking to be called heroes. They're just showing up. And somehow the pursuit of excellence has turned into a negative thing. The quiet guy who pursues excellence through thick and thin is the bad guy. If you push through and if you push through your battles and you don't tell anyone, you're dismissed. You're completely dismissed. If you pull out hours before a game and turn it into a public story, you are celebrated. You are brave and you're a hero. So saying all that, there's an objective point I would really like, and this is my opinion. There's an objective point that we do need to talk about. The entire purpose of the NHL is to have the best owners, coaches, and general managers to achieve the excellent trophy, the championship trophy of Stanley Cup. So here's a very honest question, okay? Does a hockey team want a player who constantly has physical injuries? They don't. They stay away from them. So if we're constantly told that mental illness is to be treated as a physical injury, then we need to hold it to account. Okay? That's how I view that. So where does support end and where does we have a job to do begin? I don't have that answer. I feel bad for the people that do. I really do. I do not. There is a line and I don't know where it is. I don't know. But that's the difference of us taking a mental health day or someone trying to win the Stanley Cup. Okay, so I'm almost done. Mental health really does matter, but so does winning. And if I'm a jerk for saying that, I'm going to say it. But there's a lot of people listening that I think agree. And I think there's a lot of people listening that might think I'm being very rude. And I'm not trying to be. But sports is to celebrate champions, resilience, and glory. I don't think we should lose that just because we're finally talking about vulnerability. And it's been over. I'm 45. I do disagree with you, Philly, that people that are scared to speak about it is a sign of weakness. I'm sorry. There has never been more apps. There have never been more programs. There has never ever been more leniency in the workplace for mental illness ever. And I'm an employer. Okay, so I do have experience in this. Is there more work to be done? I think so, but I think the tactics that are being used now are not working. We need to change the way the way the narrative is being presented. Then you won't have people saying it's weakness. You know. Sorry for the rant there, boys. It's special to me. But how do you guys feel about that?
I think, Phil, that I totally get where you're coming from, and I don't disagree with you. I don't know if on anything. I guess like my perspective on this is that sports should always be a meritocracy, right? That's where we're celebrating champions. The whole point, again, going back to the whole McDavid thing, the whole point is to win a championship. And if you have the tragic circumstance of breaking your leg real bad where you can never really skate again, then you don't deserve to play in the NHL. And just like if you have crippled mentally health issues that prevent you from performing, you might lose your career in that regard too. And you can correct me if I'm off base here, but my interpretation of like the issues that you had with Linus Ullmark wasn't that he had mental health issues or that he needed to step away to take
Correct.
care of it. It was how he dealt with it. And you could make the Spencer Knight comparison, who had the same issue, took care of it, went away, and then came back. But then again, it's a meritocracy. You have to every day you have to prove that you're worthy of being in the league and that you can generate results for your team. And again, now this last part is really important to me, and I don't know if you agree or disagree, but you can tell me. I do think, though, that there is benefit, like in the case of a Spencer Knight, to come back and to share, like he did, to share with people why I was away. Because I think, first of all, people are curious and they want to know, well, why did our goalie disappear for 3 months? And secondly, there is a benefit to famous people helping to normalize that and to remove any remaining stigmas that exist or biases around mental illness. So when and it may not be you personally, Phil or Dave or Louis, but when a famous person comes out and says, I've had some pretty serious mental health issues and it was affecting my ability to perform and I needed to go away and take care of it. and get help. I think that there's probably a couple people out there that maybe that pushes them to get help too, and that becomes a very worthwhile thing for that person to do. And it's just, but it needs to be, and just like with the whole leg injury thing, hockey especially, or football, or, when an athlete gets hurt, they typically never do media. The sort of the culture around that is to go and rehab quietly and let the people that are playing talk about and represent the team, and then get yourself ready to perform at your expected level. And then when you come back, you can talk about where you've been and what it took to get back to that point. And so that's why the way I always took your comments on the whole Linus Allmark thing was just more how he was, maybe it felt like to you putting himself above the team in that circumstance.
And I'm sensitive about that, right? Like that's one of the big reasons I don't like Danny Heatley is he hijacked all oxygen for 2 years, So I am very aware. I'm hypersensitive about that. It's just like what happened. Like as I'm getting older, what happened to like no pain, no gain? Grin and bear it, bite the bullet. Smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Keep your chin up. This too shall pass. Iron sharpens iron. Put your big boy pants on, right? Like that, dude. You can get in big trouble for saying that now. And those isms have been around for centuries for a reason. You don't hear them ever anymore.
There is a lack of grit, I think, that exists. And I have to think about my grandma Eleanor is 95 years old. She's still very spry,
Nice.
old Norwegian lady, and she's very funny. The nicest person ever. Everybody loves my grandma. We still get to see her. She loves to go to Panera, so we take her out to lunch. But she's always been incredibly kind and spent a lot of time with me. But it's funny, in the kindest way you could imagine, she has zero empathy because she lived through the Great Depression. She lost her brother in World War II. And nothing that I've had to go through in my life, even my grandfather had a lot of issues and made life very difficult on her, and literally nothing. Well, I mean, our daughter died, but we know
what you mean, yeah.
She had, it's like we're that whole greatest generation that they had grit.
We're not listening. I'm sorry to cut you off, but we're not. We need to listen to your grandmother. Like life is good, dude. Life is very, very good right now. Like the classic argument does apply. I don't care about millionaires. I'm sorry, man. Like I'm sorry to keep picking on Linus, but also the guy's biggest knock all year before any of this mental illness came up was he doesn't stay after the games late. He doesn't really work on his game. He kind of comes in a camp chubby. He only plays video games. He doesn't really go out with the guys for dinner. And he's the worst goalie in the entire NHL. Just look at it from my perspective. And then one day he gets a TV special with a TSN report. Like this is just not how do you get what I'm saying? The process. Okay. Everybody has different processes. I understand. I'm really trying not to be harsh. I really am. But Thomas Chabot played with a broken forearm, like snapped. I know it's different. I'm just.
He needed better He needed better counsel. Like he needed an agent to kind of say, "Listen, you're going through stuff right now. I don't think you're thinking clearly. What we need to do is you don't do any media. Don't but okay, on the Linus thing though, and I don't know the answer to this. I'm asking you the question. Is there a somewhat defense because of the rumors going out there where he maybe felt the need to defend himself, and that
I'm sure. I'm sure that's part of it, Josh. I'm sure. But then all the more reason to get good counsel, sound advice. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just
there was a lot that was going on, especially with like all the noise and everything that was happening during that same time that all that came up. And so you were very upset just because of the timing with all of the other things that were going on.
He likes it though, Dave.
The way it came out.
He likes it.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. You
and
felt
Brady
like
doesn't.
It was about him and not about the team. And it was let's put the spotlight on me and not, talk about maybe the reason why this is happening. And so I believe it's just more of, obviously, not about the mental part of it, but just the way that it was handled.
I got a good one. A lot of his actions and decisions were not team oriented. Does that,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like almost all of them. And then every decision was very singular oriented. And I think we can smell that, right? Like if you have a lot of personal experience in a certain category, you're gonna smell something that's a little off, right? And you could totally be wrong, but most of the times you're not. So
Right.
you're probably gonna have strong opinions about that, and it's and it ruffles feathers, and I'm sorry, but we
I have a challenge right now, and it's a little bit to us, but the audience out there too. I love questions like this. I love the fact that Philly LW gave the hot take.
yeah, it's good.
And the older I get in life, the more I believe I don't know anything and have nothing figured out in this world.
It's true. You're right. Yeah.
What I think these are great where so much of our culture has been yelling at people like, this is my opinion, this is why I'm right, this is why you're stupid, kind of thing. But these are great opportunities for us to learn from each other. Like when I listen to Phil, I learn something, and Louis and Dave the same way. And I would love to see people comment on this, but let's do it in a way that help me understand. If you think my perspective is off or Phil's
Agreed.
perspective is off, help us understand like where, because I'm totally open to embracing kind of a new concept in this or a different perspective.
And Friday nights with Phil, I am beyond comfortable. I actually really love these conversations. I get nervous and a little clammy when I see people gearing up like, oh, you gonna get this guy. I don't want to get you. So don't get me. Like, I just want to talk. That's why we all work, right? Because no one's yelling here or like it's I think these are conversations that we should not avoid. And we're parents. All of us here are going to be grandparents too. I want to leave my mark on my family, and I want to share my thoughts and how I view the world as well, right? And if it needs to be adjusted, how does it get adjusted? You keep your mind open and you hear other opinions. Well, don't yell them at me. I'm not going to listen.
Josh and I have often said, Phil, you especially, you will have a very strong opinion about something and you are like immovable. And then one of us says something and you're like, oh, you have a good point. Yeah, I agree with you. Like
well, that's
you
good.
just like, you're very
It's the best
good
part
at,
about
like,
you.
yeah,
thanks, buddy.
that is. You
Thanks,
can
guys.
have a very strong opinion, but then when you hear another side that makes sense, you're quickly to adapt. So,
well, there's a flip side. Like, I know this is going to sound crazy, but like, oh, Phil's pretty easygoing about most things. Yeah, because I don't know a lot about most things. Like, I don't care. I it just doesn't matter. But when it comes to this, or like tree cutting, or pick your category that I'd like to know a lot about. Yeah, I'm probably going to hoot and holler. Yeah.
I'm going to say it's mainly directed at myself, but I think observation that I really worry about the grit thing, and not just our generation, but like my kids. Like I talked to my wife about this. Like sometimes I feel like I'm failing my kids and not like I used to believe that like every like 12-year-old boy needs a 20-foot mountain of firewood where you march them outside in the morning and you say, move this pile from that side of the yard to the other side of the yard.
Yeah.
Where the kid looks at you and is like, what do you mean? I'm like, have fun. And then, and then they go through like all the stages of grief, right? They get mad, they get angry, they feel sorry for themselves, they get sad, the bugs are biting, right? And then finally, after 15 minutes, an hour, 4 hours, whatever it takes, they just realize none of this is helping me. I just got to put my head down and move one log at a time and get through it. And I kind of feel at times that I failed with in helping my kids get that level of grit.
I feel there's a lot of men our age who didn't have the wood pile that they were supposed to move, metaphorically, like, yeah. One of my guys cut his finger last week, and we were in a parking lot having lunch. I don't know, just the Band-Aid bled out, and there was a car nearby, and we just wrap electrical tape. Like, it's not a gusher, just wrapping tape, right? I guess the woman was a nurse or something. She's like, what are you doing? That's not how you got to dress it and clean it. And we're all like, Okay, and then she said, you don't have to try and be tough guys. And we're like, she completely missed the mark. My guy is not trying to be a tough guy, but this woman, she thinks we're just trying to be tough men and grin and bear. Like maybe a stitch or two, maybe. It's not a gusher. That's so it's there is a miss too, right? Like I can tell you, Travis was not trying to be a tough guy in front of this lady. He just didn't have time to go to the hospital, and I didn't want him to claim workers' comp.
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, there's a balance. I think, and this is a very Captain Obvious statement, but the most difficult part about being a human being is finding balance in anything, right? Because you're 100% right. But then I remember playing football in high school and getting concussions, and the coach would be like, tape an aspirin to it and get back in the game. It's like that's probably not the best approach either.
Yeah.
Well, so it's like, where do you find the proper
I'm with
line?
you, Josh, though. Like me and Rebecca always talk about how I feel like we're too soft with our kids. The way that we were raised by our parents were different. We just did a camping one night. We camped at the beach in tents, and it was great. I accidentally popped two of the girls' pad and I taped it up, and halfway through the night it deflated, so they were on the ground. One of my sons was sleeping in a one-man tent on rocks. The other one's pad failed. Me and Rebecca's pad was great, and it was fantastic the whole night. But our kids had a miserable experience. And they woke up the next morning. They dusted themselves off. They appreciated the house and the home and the bed the next night. And I was like, this was fantastic. This was great for them to just sleep on the ground and just struggle for a night just to appreciate what they have. So sometimes
kids will be okay.
Need to have crap to appreciate what they got. So,
All right, good job, boys.
All right.
We should probably get on the next one. All right,
Should probably move on.
Thank you, Philly. All right, next one. Crosby card donations. I love it. Hot take. In the past 10 years, Boston University is the university that has contributed the most to the hockey hobby. Celebrini, Hudson, watch out for Quinn and Cole, Zegras, Keller, Ottinger, McAvoy, Kachuk, Eichel, Lawrence, and Malhotra on the way. Go Boston University. This is all Greek to me, so
Barf, 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 barf. Move on.
Well, here's what I'll say about this. I have taken a lot of pride as a proud Minnesotan in our Golden Gophers row the boat Ski-U-Mah, that we have maybe the finest legacy in college hockey, but it slipped in the past 10 years or so. And you go through this list on BU, and it's hard to argue it, as painful as that is.
yeah, truth hurts sometimes. All right, next one. Mr. Brinklow. Hot
Speaking
take.
of-
Without Gary Bettman dragging hockey deeper into America, the United States has never becomes a hockey powerhouse. Sorry, Freudian slip there. Therefore, Gary Bettman deserves to be recognized as the Lord and Savior of U.S. hockey. Okay, I think Gary Bettman has done a great job making the owners of the league a lot of money, so that's good.
Which is his primary job, right? I mean,
Yeah, the TV deal was massive, big on him, his little baby there. Marketing the game though to be super awesome and to have the vibe that I think we all think the NHL deserves to have. F-, like F-. Yeah, sure they have advertising and marketing, but this squeaky clean thing's not working for me. Need to show some teeth with your marketing. Villains and heroes, and a little bit like the Attitude Era of WWF. Not like that, but a little bit like that. That's my.
You can have a lot of one thing, but if you don't push it out there and market it and show it off to the world, how good is it really?
There you go. Best answer ever, Louis. And you didn't write anything down. Josh, yourself? Yeah,
I don't know if it's Gary so much or just the culture on hockey, but I feel like there's been a little bit, and he perpetuates this sort of defeatist attitude, like, oh, it's too expensive, it's a niche sport, it's a cold weather sport, like all the reasons why hockey can't be more popular. Yet I don't buy it. I think that someone in California or Florida can enjoy the game. That's my biggest issue with him, is not really driving you look at like
they're
David
dorks.
Stern, right?
They're
In the
dorks.
NBA. Yeah.
I don't feel they're they're not nerdy, they're dorks. Like the Hockey Hall of Fame, and it needs to have a panache, a class, an elegance to it. I get it. You can be very high society, yeah, exactly, pinky ring up, and you can still be cool. The Hockey Hall of Fame is nerd, like it's a bad nerdy. The NHL is like a bad dorky. It's they need to hire, like, all the media around the NHL seems to be pretty hip and cool, but the NHL itself can't seem to. That's how I see it.
Yeah,
it's yes, David.
Let's
I
get
just think
California's version.
There's a lot more that needs to be done internationally beyond the US and beyond Canada. This can become a global sport. And I think Gary Bettman has not done anything. I mean, yeah, sure. There's a little bit here and there, and they're doing some international games, but I feel like there's so much more growth, especially with how you see the hobby market exploding into some of these international areas. Let's get some games out there, and let's grow this into the world, and not just America and North America.
China's been a big fail. I mean, China
Big
and
fail.
Japan, they do awesome in the Winter Olympics. So you can't make the argument that they're not winter sports, and it's been a huge fail, a lack of foresight. And I go back to the NBA wrote the playbook on how to do this 30 years ago, and the NHL's ignored it for 30 straight years. And if I'm an owner, I'm like, what are we doing?
You're making good money though. They're complacent, right? The good old boys. A new chapter has to happen. I mean, it's obvious. Just like Edmonton Oilers in the '80s and then the '90s, like a new.
An NBA team though, Phil, sells now for a minimum of $10 billion.
That's great. Those aren't even real numbers to me. That's a lot of money though. All right, next question. Vegas collector.
Oh, boy.
Collectors who buy and
What?
hoard. Oh wait, no, I guess I missed one.
Sorry.
Here. Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
Yep.
Printing plates are neither cards nor true 101s. Since they are typically 4-color plates to produce a card, each plate is effectively a 1 out of 4. Calling these cards is silly. And yes, I despise printing plates. No kidding. Excuse me. No shade to those who like them. Just one man's humble, grumpy opinion.
Tori.
I agree, Tori. I agree.
Yep.
They're trash.
Yeah, we all agree here. No one
I think we're
likes
going to see more of them, because as the hobby's growing, if you have 200 cards in your base set, adding a 101 printing plate as a product hit is a way to increase your print runs by a lot.
It's a good way for those whatnot boys to trick new people into thinking, oh, you got a 101 printing plate. That's great, bud. Love those whatnot guys. Yeah, you know what
I
I'm
think
talking
the hobby knows. Go and look at the prices for a 101 printing plate. You can pick them up for $15. So there's not a lot of people that are putting a lot of stock in those. So
Not
Phil,
people
you
that
mean
we
these
know.
whatnot breakers?
I-
101 printing plate!
but I will say this. Like, if you have them, you might as well throw them in the product. Like instead of tossing them in the trash.
Controlling.
Yeah, they make a good straight edge.
The
You don't have to worry about the corners getting dinged.
No.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Vegas collector. Collectors who buy and hoard boxes hoping for massive price increases are bad for the hobby and should be mocked and ridiculed. Like BlackRock buying all the single family homes. You gotta always bring that stuff in. Of course, I have little to no. What does Vegas do for a living? What does he do?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know.
Radio stuff.
Gotta get some sun out there, man. Come on. You're not wrong, but I don't think of that stuff. Of course, I have little to no pack discipline and can't even wait to get home to open a pack, let alone hold on to a box for years. You're honest there. No, I disagree with you. It's people just trying to make a buck in the future or open it later. It's been happening since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
I'm not. I disagree with you, Vegas. I still love you, but I disagree with you. Dave, what do you think?
I would be on his naughty list because I got a case of stature that I specifically bought to hold on to, and it's just sitting in my closet.
It's the
Can't
first time
even
you've ever
found
done that.
What's that?
That's the only time you've ever done that, right?
The only time. I don't know why I've been able to do it for this product, but any other product I've never been able to do it for, but it has doubled in price, so I'm holding on to it. So
Better
So
get
Louis-
rid of it. It doubled. You better get rid of it now. It's going to tank.
no, it's not. No, it's not.
I collect boxes. I'm not hoarding them. I just like them. Just kidding. I could care less what people do.
Okay. So I'm going to read the question and then I'm going to ask someone to answer it. Right now, it's getting a little bit like inmates are running the asylum. You're all over. So it's not going well. So I'm going to read the question. Sometimes I'll answer first. Sometimes I'll ask Dave to answer. But I think we should follow the format.
Sorry, Father.
Control your panel, Phil.
Yeah, I'm trying. Thank you, Louis. Okay, next question. Discord, Or wait, no, cards,
Can I read this question?
No. People hate on e-Pack because they refuse to try and even understand it. It's an online hobby shop you can buy boxes on. Anytime someone hits a good card, the online whining starts as if those people have no rights to hit good cards. Josh, what do you think?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, your name's Josh. You
Okay.
want to keep mocking me, see how that goes.
I don't. Yeah, I kind of agree with them. I don't prefer EPAC to physical, but it doesn't bother me that I kind of understand that they make a product and they put X% in hobby, X% on EPAC, and it is what it is.
Louis?
I don't hate it. I just like tangible things. I don't want to understand it because it's very confusing. So, I'm just
David, what do
gonna
you think?
whine and cry about it.
I hate on EPAC. I'm sorry. I do. I don't buy
Why?
EPAC. You hit an awesome card. I'm mad because it's not in a physical box. That's just, I do.
I
I
love
don't know. I try to understand it, but I just get angry.
I love
do.
EPAC. I think listen, don't hate me on this, but this is a legitimate reason.
Right.
The community is kind of authoritarian. You guys aren't that much fun. Like you are. There's a lot of you that are fun, but I understand there needs to be rules and I get it. I mean the Facebook group and the messages on EPAC, and I like a lot of people on there, but just watching from a distance, that's not the hobby experience I want. I don't, maybe I'm not getting it. I don't understand, but I don't know. Maybe it's just my credit card limit. I have no idea. And it's pretty good. I don't know. It's I think if there was more funness to it, I don't know how you would do that. I don't have the answer for you, but
I will say this though. I did
Well,
buy
you didn't
a
ask
card.
to talk.
No, I can cut it. I did buy a card on EPAC. Like I made a deal with someone and it was really nice because they just transferred it to me. So that was kind of cool because I didn't have to get
they're
mailed.
kind. I don't know how to, I mean, like there people are going to get upset at that. I don't want you to, but you have to kind of admit it's not a jolly community to be. I mean, yeah, okay. I guess they're all right. I mean, okay, next question.
But for $100, then you can have it shipped to you from ComC.
There you go.
That is true.
All right, next question. Mad Dog Nav 78. If the player's in an away white jersey, I'm already half checked out. Hockey cards are supposed to pop. Team colors, identity, energy. Whites just flatten everything. You lose the personality of the team, the vibe of the moment, even the contrast in the design. Half the time, it looks like a practice photo that accidentally made it into production. I strongly disagree with you. Home jerseys should always be white. It was like that for most of the hockey game of the NHL's history. It only changed to put more money in people's pockets. So that's the only difference. The new way is ridiculous. No contrast. What are you talking about, Mad Dog? Ridiculous. Strong disagree. Josh, what do you think?
I started to agree with him, but then I thought of all the white jerseys that I like, and the list kept growing. Some are kind of boring, but I think Montreal has a great white uniform and kind of how they mesh the breezers and the socks and all that stuff. And then to me, it's the classic teams, the old Hartford Whalers, the North Stars, of course, and Quebec Nordiques. Like those are awesome, I think, white uniforms. But I do understand where he's coming from, though.
Going to the Forum game, seeing the Montreal white jersey, I could never. I don't even know if I've seen a Montreal away game. To be perfectly honest, I do not think I've ever seen. Well, I'm sure I've seen modern day Canadians play, yes, in red jerseys, but not old Forum days. Never seen it. It would be foreign to me. All right, we're good.
No,
Next one.
you didn't ask me, and I
No.
wasn't.
Well, you didn't
cutting
write
in on
anything.
purpose.
Okay, go ahead, Dave.
If you want me to wait, you have to actually.
No,
say
you're
my
not
name
getting it.
still.
I have sometimes I don't think the right people need to answer the question. So I wanted to move on. I wasn't interested for you answering this question.
You
Well,
don't
I'm
have
going to
my
answer it anyways. So I disagree because sometimes when you have an autograph that goes across the jersey, when it's their colored jersey, you can't see the auto very good. And on the white jersey, it stands out a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question.
Okay, Ryan, go. Yep. Don't care what color a card is, jersey wise, but the best decision the league ever made was to go to the dark jerseys as their home jerseys, because for years I had always said, why is it that the away team's jerseys look so much better than these boring white jerseys we wear at home? So they nailed it.
All right. I'm glad you guys are happy with your colors.
Love them.
Next question. Hamza, what's up, buddy? The distinction of great stories on Instagram, Hamza, lately. Big fan, brother. Okay. The distinction of American players being American born when referencing stats is dumb. It is primarily used to keep Brett Hull out when making comparisons to the likes of Patrick Kane and Mike Madani before him. I think he meant Madano.
Yeah.
The title of most goals scored by an American-born player, but no other country does this. Canadian hockey players born in the United States of America or elsewhere is never an issue. William Nylander was born in Canada, but he is a Swedish hockey player through and through. He was born in Canada. I didn't even know that.
Well, his dad
So
was
what
in the
does
NHL. So I think his dad played for Calgary or Vancouver, something like that.
So what does it mean for American-born players in random countries like Cutter Gauthier to be Swedish-born with no other ties to that country? Is he going to be in a separate category with Hull rather than with the others? It's not like these players are looking to run to become president for the U.S. for this to matter. Patriotism is a funny thing, eh? It's my answer. I don't know. Anyway, anyone here have anything to say? I don't know.
I think there is hypocrisy here.
Yeah.
That it's Canadians draw this distinction on Americans, but it doesn't apply to anybody else.
Vice versa.
Yeah, true, man. True. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're good. We agree, Hamza. It's kind of silly. Discord, Blockhead. Vintage hockey is absurdly underrated. Obvious gems, 1911 Vezina, 51 Howe, command strong prices, but after that, demand drops off a cliff. Focusing on 51 Parkhurst, you can get a decent PSA 1-3 common for about $15 to $20. There's a cap on supply of these cards in the mid hundreds. Compare not just to inflated, unproven rookie prices, but even wax. As more people want to step away from digitization of life, even just in short bursts, the nostalgia factor combined with true rarity will see vintage prices multiply more than any other niche in the hockey market. Oh, I like it. Yeah, good take. Good take. Josh, what do you think?
It's probably a failure on the league or the Hall of Fame to really who's responsible for the history of the game and educating people, producing docuseries or documentaries, doing exhibits, and to really you think about like how other sports have really built the legacy of their players. And I always come back to, for us, we do the get to know your Hall of Famers, and very rarely we have any idea who these people are. Mm-hmm. And we're people that have followed hockey for a long time. So there's kind of a disconnect there, right?
Dave, thoughts? I know you don't like vintage much, but.
Yeah, but okay. So you just had your top 5 video and you kind of discussed this. You talked about the Celebrini card that sold for $83,000. And then you had the complete set of, what is it? The 1911 or the second hockey set that went for what? Half the price of that. And you just look at the difference between that and you go, these cards are over 100 years old, a complete set, and it sells for half of what the new great shiny toy sells for. So yeah, definitely the vintage cards are completely underrated.
All right. Louise, comme ci, comme ça. Next question. Yeah. Panther J. Matthew Schaefer's cards will be worth less in 16 years than Erik Karlsson cards are worth today. Both points in time will be 16 years from their rookie debut. As a very, very strong collector of Erik Karlsson, I think I'm going to disagree with you, Panther J. I want to agree with you. I really do. EK65 is the Prince of Ottawa forever and always. But he's kind of played for too many teams. Like, are we talking Pittsburgh Cards, San Jose Cards, Ottawa Cards? If you're talking Ottawa Cards, I definitely disagree with you because no. Unless it's a Young Guns exclusive, dude. I mean, I sold a 4-color patch for like $190 cup RPA. So I very much disagree with you. Anyone else disagree or agree with him? Yes, David?
I disagree because you look at the floor of, okay, what did an Eric Carlson Young Gun sell for when it came out? And look at what a Schaefer is selling for now.
Yeah.
It's completely different. And so the bottom has come up so high that I think moving forward, these newer players, even though, some of them are going to come back to reality, it's not gonna be comparable to the prices of the older players. It just isn't.
All right, let's get the next one here. Gunther Cards 96. O-Pee-Chee Platinum Marquee Rookie Golden Treasures are better than Gold Outburst Young Guns. Josh, do you agree?
No.
Why not?
I think it's pretty simple. I think Upper Deck has overdone Golden Treasures by making every insert parallel 101 in Allure and Platinum a Golden Treasures. It diminishes it, and I really hope Upper Deck takes that lesson and minimizes the use of the Outburst Gold. Like, even like with Extended coming up and the first round rookies card, like the draft day cards, I don't like it there. I would keep Gold Outburst at Young Guns only. That's it.
Yeah. And a base card and flagship. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. I think we all agree on that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, next. JT Hockey Cards. Okay. Stats that have to do with a calendar year time frame are pointless. These references mostly happen during the first 3 months of the season before the new year and seem to be the NHL stretching to create content for social media. Nobody cares if somebody got the most points in a calendar year since it means nothing regarding trophies or team results. How many games did they play that year compared to the average? How far did they go in the playoffs? They might have even played on 3 different teams in that year. These stats mean nothing. I kind of don't get what he's saying. I didn't understand what
so he's saying like okay, take 2026. So January of 2026 to December of 2026, which actually spans half of 2 different seasons.
Yeah, I agree with him. It's silly.
That doesn't make any sense. It
Who
doesn't.
says that? Do people talk like that?
That's my question. Is there people that are talking about stats over a calendar year as opposed to a season?
When I read calendar year, I'm like, oh, I do hear that term. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's I agree with you. Good, JT. I think we all agree. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
super
Well, one
silly.
quick comment on that though. I think it is annoying. I'm not saying it should be different, but just how the cookie crumbled. That hockey's like the only sport that one season happens in 2 different years. So you constantly have to go like 25, 26, 26, 27.
I hate that. It sucks. The whole winter thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Winter.
Next, JT Hockey Cards. Nope, not second last one. 2-cent Hockey Cards. The controversial one. A warning to those getting excited about Cole Caulfield scoring 50 plus for the Habs this year. We all learned which year though, the calendar year. Well, thank you. We all learned that Stéphane Richer was the last Hab to score 50. He did it in back-to-back seasons. Richer's rookie, 1987 O-Pee-Chee, and a PSA 10 last sold for $325. It has a PSA 10 pop count of 29. Caulfield's Young Gun has a PSA 10 pop count of 3,745. Just saying. You're missing a lot of data points, 2-cent Hockey Cards. Like, it's, I don't know, 30 years, over 3 decades later. Like, inflation, I mean, the economic discussion alone. I mean, right? No, like, there's like 9 points you missed. That's my take. You guys? Louis, what do you think?
There's a lot of like you're trying to dig into. There's a lot of reasons why it's this way, and it's completely different eras. So there's a lot more stats and stuff that need
Different
to be thrown
eras, I
into
agree.
this.
Dave, do you have a way to
Yeah, I mean it's goes right back to what we were talking about with
Yeah.
with Schaefer and Carlson. You know, you're comparing two different eras, and the floor is just way higher now than it was.
People are
before.
looking for fairness. You're looking, and you're right. There's nothing is going to be fair in our hobby. It's all confusing, and there's no fairness. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't make sense.
The people that are joining the hobby right now don't know who that is, but they do know who Cole Caulfield is. So they're not looking to buy Stefan's cards. It's just not a thing.
Or they'll buy one and they're happy with it, and they'll never they'll put it in their
right.
binder and they won't think about it. That's what I do with the old Habs players. I have a Stefan Richer rookie card. I haven't looked at it in 10 years. That's a lie. I did not too long ago. Josh, anything to add here before we move on to our last hobby hot take?
Maybe a little bit of a counterpoint, because I really like Cole Caulfield, despite he's from Wisconsin. And I've even dabbled in his cards off and on. But honestly, I mean, 15, 20 years from now, isn't he going to be in the Pierre Turgeon, Pat LaFontaine? I mean, is there really anything about him that is... He's not Mario Lemieux, right?
I know what you're. So if we were talking about Columbus or even Vancouver, I'd agree with you. There is magic in Montreal when it comes to hockey and its players. I wouldn't bet against or for. Just watch. Just enjoy the ride. That's the way I would look at it. I'm happy I really don't collect modern day Habs. Yeah, it's sad. I have such a connection to old Habs, but I'm happy they're winning. Go Habs, go! I hope they win the cup. Or there's no one on the team. Like, I like Slavkovsky kind of the most. He's like him and Suzuki are like my two favorite players. Like, I could care less for. Well, I like Demidov too, but like Hudson, I don't really care for.
Well, also going back to this, Caulfield's PSA 10 Young Guns doesn't sell for $325. It's way under that. It's like
It was
way
a bad
under.
year too. It was the last print in America year.
So like, even though,
after.
I get it. The pop count is 29. It's selling for $325. But what does Caulfield's PSA 10 Young Gun sell for? $150?
So
that's a good point.
I have just one quick question for you on this, Phil. If we talk about like hobby chases, and I get the whole magic, and I get to go to Montreal in a couple weeks. I'm very excited to experience it for myself. But I can think of two players that have had hobby relevance for Montreal in the last 30 years, and they're goalies. They're not. It's Patrick Waugh and Carey Price. So what's the reason? Is it they just have had no good players, or
Well, who? Max Pacioretty? Who have they had in the last 30 years? They haven't.
No.
Who's like 1993? Yeah, you're the thing you make fun of us for is a real, right? So who have they had to get behind?
PK Subban.
I mean, look how much Habs fans are dying for this. I mean,
yeah,
they're in full on riot mode, winning the second round of the playoff. They're only halfway through the playoffs.
Yeah,
and they're already rioting.
Yeah, those aren't hockey. Those aren't no. Those are opportunists. Those aren't hockey fans. Those aren't hockey fans. They might be a few drunken hockey fans. Sure, I'm not saying drunk rough. Watch closely. I don't see many. It's unfortunate. I don't want them to do that. I don't know. Break a win. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm all. Listen. I don't want to keep talking. Last hobby hot take. The line at Worlds featuring Celebrini and Martone is 2 out of 3 of the top line for Team Canada for the next decade at a minimum. I agree, Philly left wing. Let's go. Yeah. Big fan. Hockey. Yeah, it's gonna be good. They're not Canadian, so they can't agree.
Right.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. That's long.
Okay, good job, Phil. Thank you for that. We'll do it in a couple weeks. We'll do more hobby hot takes. I just had the thought too that we're all going to be in Montreal, me and you, on vacation, potentially during the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh my God, that'll be amazing. We can watch TV outside. Yeah, Josh got a swimming pool. Oh, I can't wait. Maybe I can do Friday nights with Phil in my bathing suit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a pool. I got a pond. Pond would be good for you.
Yeah.
I'll go to the pond. I love lake swimming. Yeah. No sharks.
We'd
Just
rather you have your shirt on for the show, but that's personal opinion.
I don't want to embarrass you guys. You're right.
Yeah.
Slab Sharks is a Gong Show partner sponsor. Thankful for their support of our show. The current Slab Sharks weekly eBay auction is live ends tonight. Phil and Sylvan will be live on the Gong Show YouTube channel starting at 8 p.m. Eastern to cover all the key cards in the auction that are ending and just to hang out with y'all. Hope to see you in the chat. Tons of bangers ending, so head to slabsharks.com, get your bids in, mark your favorites. We are entering week 3 now of our enhanced processes for U.S. submissions.
Excited, eh, Josh? Efficient management.
Six Sigma black belt. No, it is. It's kind of fun because we're seeing cards come in and then they go right into the auction. Now there's no more delay.
That is awesome. That has to be
Yeah.
a reason why we're increasing, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
that's enough for me to, if I was on the fence, to be like, all right, let's go.
I think we got some like 600 to 700 cards from U.S. collectors this week, so it is
amazing.
increasing every week. If you haven't tried selling your cards on Slab Sharks, you really should. They make your life easy by basically doing all the work. Plus, it's the biggest weekly hockey auction there is, so why wouldn't you want your cards in it? For complete consignment information, including payout rates, and to get the submission process started today, head to slabsharks.com. Hobby news.
Hobby news.
Hobby news.
Hobby news.
Oh, we're like a band. Well, who's shocked that we had another record month in the hobby in April? Ah. This information comes from Card Ladder. April 2026, record month in trading card sales. According to Card Ladder's industry report, public marketplaces generated $616.18 million in sales last month. A year ago, last April, $259 million in sales. It is more than doubled in 1 year. Now, the $616 million is up from $606 last month, so about a $10 million improvement. Leading the way in sales is eBay with $462 million in sales in April, followed by Fanatics, $66 million. Then Alt at $29 million. I didn't realize Alt is getting this popular. Do you guys ever buy anything on Alt?
I still don't know what it is.
I thought Alt was on like a Slab Sharks type of thing. It's not.
No, it's its
No?
own market,
No.
but they do the auctions that you can get some hockey deals on Alt. Number, I don't like how they do the extended bidding thing where the auction doesn't end until
Oh.
every card doesn't get a bid within, like, every single card doesn't get a bid within a minute, so it can like last for 6 hours. The end of an auction. I don't have the
Yeah, I
energy
don't-
That
for
where
that.
Tori's kid works? He works for them, eh?
Yeah, they're
Oh.
doing good. Then you have Golden at 25 million in sales, and then Heritage at 18 million. We also had a record number of transactions, so not just total sales amount. 7.46 million trading card transactions were completed in April in public marketplaces, most ever, up from 7.357 million in March, which was the previous high. Again, doing a comparison, last April there were 5.061 million transactions, so an increase of about 50% year over year. So the value of cards is increasing a little bit at a higher rate than the total number of cards sold, it looks like, but everything is up.
So what happens when the economy gets good?
I know, isn't that crazy?
Oh, that's or it gets really international.
Yeah.
And it is for other sports, but you take hockey and it could be huge.
Okay, we're going to parlay this last story into our next hobby news story, where now we can break down, and I have the top 10 highest selling players on eBay for April. And it's significant because eBay is the 75% of all public marketplace sales. And I think directionally is a great barometer to see what players collectors are focusing their dollars on currently. So here's the top 10 players with highest total spent on eBay last month. Number one is Macklin Celebrini, 809,698. So here's something that is crazy to know about Macklin. Since last December, Macklin has been the highest selling hockey player on eBay every month. So now that's 5 months straight. And if you go back to January of 2025, so last January through November, right, when the Celebrini streak started, Wayne Gretzky was number one every single month. And I think for years before that, it's getting to the point where the current king of the hobby, I don't think anymore is Wayne Gretzky. As crazy as that is to say, like
This year.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about the last 6 months, of course, not the history of hockey cards or the last 40 years. But Phil, though, despite the heights of McDavid, Bedard, this never happened. Wayne was
Yeah.
always number one.
It's a perfect storm. It's a perfect storm. He was in the Olympics. The hobby's never been stronger. Well, there's never been more money in it. It's a perfect storm to have Celebrini beat Gretzky.
It's just
Yeah,
weird.
I don't see it though. Like a year from now, I don't see Celebrini taking the number one.
Yeah, it's not
spot.
sustainable.
Yeah. There's only so many cup RPAs and that are going to get
Bingo.
traded
Fair.
as much now or young guns. But yeah, but
It's
it is
still crazy.
impressive. I think Bedard had 1 month where he
Maybe
beat
1 month.
Gretzky, right? I
Like
think
maybe
it
when
was
his
1
Young
month.
Guns came out that
Yeah.
March or April of 2020.
Yeah, he leaped over him, but then he was put back in
or
his
something
place.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, here's another crazy data point about this. So just looking year to date, so January through the end of April, the first 4 months of 2026, the total sales on eBay, Macklin Celebrini 3.2 million, Gretzky just over 2 million. So about 50% more dollars spent on Macklin Celebrini than Gretzky year to date. And again, just another data point.
So is that telling us new money is entering the hobby? Like, yeah, no kidding, Phil. I understand that.
Maybe.
But like, is the same old money buying the Wayne, and it's just such a bigger scale for Celebrini with the new money coming in, but it's still the tried, tested, and true. Me, you, not Dave. Other Brad Hartland, Jeremy. We're buying the Gretzkys, right?
Yeah, maybe. And I
Maybe?
think there's also something too. Like I remember, like Chris Hoge from Card Ladder, speaking of them, I once said that there's only a finite amount of money in the hobby. Now that's probably growing, of course, over the past
Yeah.
year. But that when so much attention goes in one direction, there's a push and pull nature to it. That there has to be less attention where it once was, right? And so maybe that is taking away from Gretzky a little bit. I don't know, but it's just like I said, it just feels kind of weird that you're so used to it. It's like a comfort blanket having Wayne Gretzky just sitting.
I was just gonna say it's mildly uncomfortable, is it not?
Oh yeah, way more. And so I'm just quickly looking if I'm totally in the first 4 months of last year, sort of, so like 1,040,000, 1.1 million, 1.6 million to so year to date, Wayne Gretzky sales are about flat with where they were last year. Where the hobby's grown a lot. So I don't know, maybe that does. Maybe if the hobby's doubled in the past year, you would expect Wayne Gretzky sales to be up, and so maybe there is less attention being put on his cards.
Yeah, and there's not as much Wayne Gretzky stuff coming out in these newer sets too. There is some, but not nearly as much as Celebrini. So,
and there's no mem left. So I mean, how many like new
Yeah.
huge Wayne Gretzky cards will we get going forward?
yeah, so it's all the same cards with Gretzky. That's just getting cycled around. It's like it's just getting put up and rebought like all the same cards. Whereas Celebrini, there's still a lot of new stuff that's coming out. So
one way to look at this is maybe the smart play is to ...
yeah, maybe.
Okay. Number 2 is Wayne Gretzky, $509,226 US dollars last month. He's being reduced from 1 to 2, but he is a solid 2.
Do we get to guess the
Oh yeah,
placing?
we'll guess after this because it's
Okay.
It was obvious that Gretzky was.
I just want to guess. I want to see how
Who's
close
number 3, Dave?
I'm gonna say McDavid.
What do you think, Phil?
I'm gonna go Bedard.
Wrong on both of you. Matthew
Schaefer.
Schaefer.
I forgot
I
about
was
Schaefer.
debating between McDavid and Schaefer.
Yeah,
Okay.
Series 2 just came out a month or a few weeks earlier, so it kind of makes sense. Schaefer had $335,996 US dollars sold. Is the player with the 5th most in total sales year to date. So the chase is definitely real with Matthew Schaefer. Okay, now who's number 4?
Now I'm gonna go with McDavid. I'm
I'm
going
going,
with McDavid until I hit.
No, I'm thinking Jack Hughes. I still think because he was strong last time we did this.
No.
Yeah, I'm going Jack
I think
Hughes.
he's faded.
Winner, chicken dinner to California Dave.
Ah, crap.
McDavid at number 4, for the month of April, $304,469 US in eBay sales. Also fourth overall for the year. So very consistent for Connie McDavie. Number 5. Who do you want to pick?
Demidov.
No, I'm going Bedard.
Well, Phil, if you would have stuck with Jack Hughes, you would have been right.
Oh,
He's at
come on!
215,558.
Son of a.
I'm a little impressed by this. I kind of would have thought there would have been a bigger slide
Yeah, me too.
by now. So this whole
Me
golden
too.
goal thing seems to be sticking with
Wow.
Jack Hughes. He's also the 6th highest player in eBay sales overall this year. He was the 22nd highest overall in 2025. So big jump due to the Olympics for Jack Hughes. Okay, number 6.
I'm going Demidov again. I just went too early on my picks.
I have to stay Bedard. Yeah, I think it is.
Phil's
Bedard.
right.
I mean, yeah.
You're right, Phil. You win.
How could you not go Bedard, Dave?
Because Demidov's he's Montreal rookie.
Yeah, I know. That's good. That's a
He's
good guess.
Close to Schaefer. I mean, not the same. Yeah.
So number 6 for April, $215,254 US in sales, slipping a little bit. He still is, though, the 3rd highest in sales for any player in 2026 and finished 3rd overall in 2025 as well. I guess just no longer the shiny new toy, no new rookies coming out. A lot of attention on Schaefer, Celebrini, Demidov, and others. So, okay, we have 4 more in the top 10. So who's number 7?
This is
Demidov?
hard. Yeah, Dave.
Can you just tell me if it's not Demidov and I'll get someone else?
No, it's not. I don't.
Maybe Cale McCarr or Bobby Orr.
No.
No,
No,
Bobby
you
Orr
know,
would
we're not thinking. I think it's either Demidov or Crosby.
Well, you got to pick one,
Crosby.
Phil.
Forgot about Crosby.
I pick Crosby. Yeah, I pick Crosby.
You're right.
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Oh,
You
good.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Getting spanked.
Nice.
160,870. Again, another very consistent 7th in April, 7th overall in 2026. But again, go back to Macklin Celebrini, 809,000 sales, and it drops pretty precipitously
Yeah.
at number 7 to Sidney Crosby
big
with
time.
160,000.
Well, it's got to be Demidov next. I mean,
Is that who you're going with for number 8?
well, I mean, there's only a few players left that kind of hit this list. We got Lemieux. Well, is Lemieux on it? Ovi's got to be. It could be Ovi. It's Demidov or Ovi. I'm
I
going with
think
Demidov.
Ovi's dropped off.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. I think Ovi's.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, I'm going Demidov. I mean, Dave, you have to go as well. Obviously.
Yeah, I'm just going Demidov until I
Yeah.
hit. He's probably not even in the top 10.
No, it's finally over. Ivan Demidov, number 8, 105,189 in sales. Again, another guy who's consistent, 8th for April and 8th year to date. So now we have 2 left. Who's number 9?
I'm going Bobby Orr.
That's a good guess. I think we're not thinking. So Caulfield, Hudson. No, they got to round off the 10.
Matthews is way down.
I'm not. No one's buying Matthews. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or maybe people are buying Matthews because he's way down.
No,
Just think of
stop.
it that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Lemieux's here somewhere. I don't know if he's like 11, 12, but I'm gonna go Lane Hudson. What?
Dave?
Oh, I said Bobby Orr.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's funny how you say Lemieux's here somewhere, and then I'm going Lane Hudson when it is Mario Lemieux, in fact, at $99,935 US. First legend in the top 10 since Wayne Gretzky. So all active players and prospects so far. And then finally, who is number 10?
Is it active player or older player?
No.
Can we get the hint?
No, we
Never.
don't, Dave. That's pathetic.
Wow.
We don't need a hint.
All right, I'm gonna stay with Bobby Orr.
I like
Bobby
that
Orr?
guess. I can't go Bobby Orr. I'm gonna go with Cole Caulfield.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
Well, 10th for April, 12th overall year to date. Russian machine never breaks. Alexander Ovechkin had 92,791 in sales. The hype from the,
Listen, stop your Russian machine never break. For now, for the rest of our
gonna stay
lives,
at
we're
like
gonna have
20.
to hear this because you bought one card.
Yeah.
Ah!
He will never say his name without saying that after. Ever,
Nothing if
ever
not consistent.
again.
Hell or high water, I'm getting my money back for
Getting
this card.
all of those words in.
Yeah. Okay. You could tell that the hype from the goals chase has slipped a bit. He's 12th overall year to date, was 5th overall in 2025. Very quick summary on this. So sales are being dominated right now by young NHL talent. Celebrini, Schaefer, Bedard, and Demidov, all under 23. There's 4 veterans in the top 10, McDavid, Hughes, Crosby, and Ovechkin, and then 2 legends, Gretzky and Lemieux. And this is where the most dollars in hockey is being spent right now on these 10 players.
I thought of something.
Yep.
I think there's a way more Wayne Gretzky deals happening from person to person than Celebrini.
Maybe.
No one's bringing 38 large in a duffel bag. I mean, some are, but most of you aren't. To each other's houses privately. Lots of people are selling $2,000 to $3,000 Gretzky's between each other.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
Gretzky still has it. For example, I'm $9,000. Like, add that to the list. Add it.
Well,
But we
Canadian.
also know of some huge Celebrini deals that have been done.
Benjamin B.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
I think the volume would win
Sure.
on Wayne. I think
Probably,
the volume would win. There's
probably.
way too many old retired farts. Just pick my Ontario alone. I think you could add $200,000
Yeah,
on
the-
Wayne Gretzky. Yeah.
The people collecting those cards are maybe not the people that are going on eBay and searching
Correct.
listings.
Mhm.
They're
Correct.
older people who are making deals in hand like old school days. So
Yeah. Did you call Walter yet? What is he, a PSA 3? Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
All right, Phil, Papa Xanax, quick. You're going to need one, maybe 2.
I've never done Xanax. Have you guys taken a Xanax? I've never.
No.
That's one of the few things I've never tried.
The Fanatics Premier Auction ends tonight, and there's one of Phil's favorite cards in the auction, a 1979 O-Pee-Chee Wayne Gretzky rookie with an in-person auto. What makes this one unique, Phil, is the auto has a PSA 9 grade with an auto 10 grade. Again, the auction is not over. There's 71 bids. I need you to guess what the current bid is.
oh my gosh.
Well, as a hockey card journalist, we've been reporting on this. I can ridiculously guess appropriately, I think.
Okay.
How many bids you say? 71?
71 bids, yep.
And when's the auction over?
Tonight.
Tonight. Okay. I say it's at 21,000.
Oh, no,
21,000.
no. A PSA 9, they go for like 100K.
Yeah,
So-
but it's vandalized.
I know, but people pay extra for the vandalism.
There can't be too many of these people left. I'm just kind
I
of
bet-
thinking like,
I bet you it's at like 150.
no, don't. Maybe I should take this Xanax you speak of.
Yeah, you probably should. Would you be surprised to learn that the current bid is $400,000?
So what does someone need to step in though? Like that's no, I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. Okay, would you go buy a Hyundai Pony 1986 with a choke on it because it's a collector's item for 800,000? Would you not call the police? Would you not call the police? Listen, this asshole just sold me this custom car. I'm an idiot. I fully admit it. But I lost $1 million, and would you not call the authorities at some point? Who's letting this happen? What platform is this on?
Fanatics Premier
Yeah, well, that's crazy. That's
Four-
crazy.
100, and it's not over.
I hope they listen to this. Anyway, that's
It's going to have buyer's premium added to it. It'll be over
A
$500,000.
$500,000 card. Yeah.
yeah. Listen, there has to be a point of a little bit of harshness. You get what you deserve. Yeah, sorry.
That's not a great Gretzky. I know his IP auto is different.
This is this is not one of those. Oh, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Oh, please stop. That's I don't know. I feel like I've said enough.
I'm going to guess that this is maybe the only PSA 9 auto 10
Yeah,
version
probably.
of this card. Probably the only copy, which is why it's going for such massive numbers.
And maybe it's just us, right? That we're not IP auto guys, and therefore we don't get
I'm
it.
gonna
But
stop. I need to stop this. I've done it my whole life. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. We're old enough to know that some this is not right, man. It's not just us. It's not. I think
So
it's okay.
the highest sale of a Gretzky rookie IP auto was in September of 2025 when a PSA 8 with an auto 10 grade sold for $125,000 last
Okay.
September.
I think we also need to state we're not saying Wayne didn't sign this. Maybe
No.
not.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
whatever.
No,
that's not why we're laughing. It's just I don't know.
PSA 8 sell for what? Like
It's sold for
20?
125. That was the highest sale.
But I'm saying like without the auto, they sell for what?
Oh,
like
it's
30?
20 to 15
Yeah.
to 25,000 would be the range.
So you look at like the scale and it matches the scale of how much more it goes for. Like
Want more tinfoil hat though?
crazy.
Why? It's pretty advantageous to have this approved as an auto because you upcharge, right? That's just a beauty. You just print money, man. You just print it, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that
It's a head scratcher, boys. It's
a staggering, and you get this when the hobby market is completely exploding. You get these, well, very similarly to in the top 5 with $85,000 for Celebrini Cup RPA, right? It's like the money just gets, there's almost like no frame of reference for it anymore.
Think about the cards in the collection you could buy with that much money.
I wouldn't even be thinking about cards. I'd be changing my son's life.
I could buy my house with that money.
It's crazy. Crazy.
I look good. My tan's nice this year, eh? Pretty pasty there, Madigan. Get some sun this weekend.
There's not going to be much sun in Minnesota. So
It's
that's
gonna
right.
be 85 and sunny, Dave, on Monday.
That's awesome.
we're still going to be wearing sweatshirts and huddled up by the campfire. So,
Well, then the skeeters are going to come out.
Yeah, early spring, eh?
gotta get close to the fire. Keep them away.
Wood
You have a lot of
ticks.
ticks out there? You must have ticks.
Kobe's had a lot of ticks on him this spring.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, it's good on you getting them, though. You don't want chewing away on them.
No. We give him the tick stuff. But okay. New product release is brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner GP Sports Cards and Total Sports Cards. 2025-26 O-Pee-Chee Platinum's out. You can get yours anywhere in Canada via totalsportcards.com. They'll ship to your doorstep. Also, check out Grant's weekly Wednesday and Friday night breaks. Spots are available at gpsportcards.com, their website. And then finally, sell Grant your cards. He's always buying. You can reach out to them at their shop in Etobicoke, set up some time to speak about what you got, or message GP on Instagram. Well, before we get knee deep into O-Pee-Chee Platinum, because it's obviously a big set, I thought we should circle back quickly to the most recent release in 25-26 SPX to see what's resonating on the secondary market so far. So on today's show, we're going to take a look at the top 5 high-selling SPX cards to date, a very, very early look, and then a reminder before we get started that all sales that went down on eBay have been verified as paid for on Terapeak. What do you guys expect?
Matthew Schaefer cards. Throwing a Demidov.
Yeah, I want to be just a clean sweep. Maybe Beckett Seneca. Maybe. I mean, I figure it'll just be all Schaefers.
I'm going to say 4 Schaefers and a Demidov auto or something like that.
I say 5 Schaefers. I don't know.
Well, I actually think we'll get through the top 5 quick, but there's a takeaway for me. And I don't usually get these, but I had maybe an idea about this set. So at number 5, we have an Ivan Demidov rookie auto gold out of 10. It's raw. So for $400 via eBay best offer on May 12th.
That's not the top price?
No, it's number 5.
Good. It's better than I thought.
Number
It's a tough
4.
auto to see. I don't know if it's just a
Well,
picture,
it's
but
not the great. I mean, it's a poopy eBay picture, but
yeah.
Number 4 is a Matthew Schaefer rookie auto blue out of 99. So for $575 US via eBay best offer on May 16th. Kind of back to the little scribbles for.
Yeah.
Number 3 is another Matthew Schaefer Superscripts rookie silver. It's not numbered. So for $621 US via eBay best offer on May 17th.
You
Number
can
2
see
is
the auto a lot better on that one. So
you can
that's
see
fine.
the auto a lot better, but again, little scribbles. Number 2 is a Matthew Schaefer Superscripts, now the gold parallel of this. So it's numbered out of 99. So for $800 US via eBay best offer on May 14th. And then finally, number 1 is a Beckett Seneca gold rookie auto out of 10.
Oh.
So for
Interesting.
$1,094 US dollars via eBay best offer on May 7th.
That's shocking.
Here's my takeaway.
Okay. Take it away.
I probably mentioned this before. Calgon, take me away. SPX needs an identity card. I just don't think that rookie sticker autos is what the set's supposed to be about. And that's where I think by default, that's where we're seeing the big sales, because it has more to do with so many people want any sort of Matthew Schaefer rookie auto at this point, where I really feel like every set needs like at least a card that it's known for, that most people, or a good amount of people, chase and really really like. And I like a lot about. I mean, the printing technology is very cool at the SPX. I just don't know if they've found that identity card yet.
I think most of the people who used to open SPX, I think the cards that were the best cards in the product were the UD black cards, the patch autos and the patches from that. And so, now you take those out, there's some updates, but now you take those out, and what's the identity of SPX, which the UD black cards aren't SPX cards. So they kind of don't really count. So it is hard to see like what is it when, you always talk about when you open a box, you're excited to try to hit a specific card. And yeah, sure. No, you're not going to hit the 101 card, but you're trying to hit, we have O-Pee-Chee Platinum that came out yesterday, and you're trying to hit the seismic gold cards. It's doable, and that's a staple of the product. So what's the staple card you're trying to hit in SPX?
I think the only like close was, but it just does, it's grasping at straws, was the grand finale parallel. It's the out of 50 that like some old timers really, it's sort of like the Ice Premiers fill, where it was a bigger deal before and isn't so much anymore.
Yeah, I remember going over the checklist when I did my video, and kind of looking at the inserts and the odds and things like that, and I was like, oh, these are tough to hit and these are tough to hit, but at the same time I didn't really recognize what they were. I didn't recognize the names and what the card looked like, other than if we had a stock image of what it looked like. So it does need an identity.
Do you guys find too that a lot of like what Upper Deck calls like the tech sets, that those seem to struggle a little bit? So it's like maybe the more tech, not the better. I mean, that was bad English. Like me, no likey good tech, but you see what I'm driving at though. It's like Synergy and all these like sets
simple works better. I find simple. The more they try to get fancy schmancy, with the like intricate line designs and the faded foiling, and I don't even know if that's a thing. It seems that the more simpler designs seem to be winning and sticking.
Yeah, you look at the cards and you're like, you can't doubt that the card designs don't look cool and amazing. Like you look at the card and you're like, this is a really cool card.
Yeah, so does base allure.
It's not sticking because there's not, I don't know, familiarity with it or whatever. No history. And so you just, when you don't know what you're trying to hit, it's really hard to open a box and know what you're going after.
I'd get rid of SPX completely if they don't do what if they don't find a couple of hits, right? Like great. And I like SPX. It's a super cool insert set, but I'd like to buy boxes for like $50. There's not you know what I mean? Like if we're having raising box prices because of the secondary market, we'll keep SPX, but then make it really, really less expensive, because then acknowledge that there is not a hit in it. Acknowledge that and sell it to us cheaper. Try that.
Yeah, but I think them, the techie design cards, I don't think they're cheap. So it's not like they can
then 86
make it for super cheap, because they got to stay within that budget.
Listen, I know I'd like to see the cost of certain things. Okay. As a business owner, as a former Best Buy employee.
Upper Deck, Phil would like you to open
your the books to Phil.
There is,
let him assess.
Every single category of business I have ever been in, cost pricing is one of the closest to the chest kept things. And so anyway. All right.
last thing on new product releases is that on Friday, we'll have California Dave's a box opening video on YouTube for 2526 Platinum, and be on the lookout for that.
Nice.
And there's a new addition to my box opening and reviews now, so you'll have to pay attention to that, and please comment.
Yeah,
love feedback on this new part. So a little teaser for you.
I'll give you a hint. It makes horsey sounds in a 1980s movie that Phil's already referenced today.
Monty Python.
I referenced Monty
got-
Python.
No, you
bring
didn't
them
reference
together.
Holy Grail. You referenced
Oscar
Princess
Jade?
and the Bride. So I got my
Oh,
references mixed up.
knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Personal
see.
pickups, Phil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got some big ones today. This is from the Montreal show. Yeah. First one, Larry Robinson, Brushstrokes Auto, Base Brown. Beautiful card. Big fan. $80. Wait for the video. It's coming out. You'll see how I acquired it. All right. Next one. Yeah. My second one, 2010-11, Upper Deck 20th anniversary. Some would call it a waste of money. I disagree. I love it. Now I have two. Okay. Well, that's it.
Now you
Are
need
there
two
a
more.
lot of these?
I don't see them. When I see them, I buy them, and I have two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how rare they were.
Well, I got one for $200, and I paid like I don't know, like under $5 on that one. So dollar cost average, like $350, $370 each. This is like my 100th. So this is not This is not a certified auto from Topps, even though there's a card that looks identical, except underneath that 2000 badge on the Topps, it says the word in cursive foil autograph. This is an IP, but I love them because I have both. So I just keep shoving them in the binder. They're all cheap. I'll buy these all day for $100. Okay. Next. Yeah.
Ooh.
Playmakers Theater got this for like $150. Big fan. It's surprising how many people don't know what these cards are, and that's okay. I will buy them on the cheap.
It's one of the best inserts of all time.
Oh yeah. So this is a big one. Big. It's my official first buyback card. Been staring at the one on eBay for over a year. The guy's got stupid, ridiculous pricing on it. No offense, but you should probably take offense. This isn't a phenomenal card. Yes, the auto is a little hard to see. Yes, I'm not the biggest fan of Patrick Waugh's auto, but this is one of the greatest hockey cards of all time for me. And I love bookends. So number 1 out of 25, I'll take it. Beautiful.
So was this was in a flagship 2014-15 flagship set?
I don't know how this was released. I don't know if this was pack pulled. I don't know enough about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will let us know in the comments. That'd be cool if it was pack pulled.
Oh, Phil, this is amazing.
Oh, Phil got a big card. So it's kind of a funny story. So there's this guy, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. I love Kevin. I've known Kevin for a while.
Was he home alone?
No, he's a big dealer in Ottawa, and he's a big talker, and I'm a big talker. What Kevin always forgets. So Kevin's one of those guys who's like, oh, because it's you, I'll do this price, right? Now there's a lot of dealers that I can, but Kevin's like very intense and politely aggressive. Okay. I love him though. We have a great friendship. So when I've known he's had this card for a little bit, but I know who he got it from, and I know exactly what he got it for. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, this is not an $1,800 card. I'm looking at the price tag.
Joshua. Okay. So I have it all on video. Wait for the video. You're going to meet Kevin. He's a beauty. But I stood my ground. I kind of wish I stood my ground a bit better. So I'll tell you what I traded for this. I traded a Connor McDavid Young Guns raw card that Sylvain said won't even get a PSA 8 because he's a jerk. The second card is a Matthew Schaefer I got Young Guns. And then the third card is my McDavid Star Rookie. Star Rookie. Okay.
The exclusive or the base?
The exclusive.
Okay.
And nobody wants to pay Big Phil for it, right? So there's a comp on there that's like 190 American. Okay. Now this is going to be okay. So this is a good story. So he looks at those 3 cards. So he's looking through my binder. He picks out those 3 cards. No, I said, I'll trade you the Gretzky for the Schaefer Young Gun and the, what's the other card I had? The McDavid Young Gun. He's like, no. He's like, that's crazy. This card's even, I have this low priced at 1,800. So I stood my ground. I said, don't you dare try to tell me, Kevin, about Parker's Champions. Kevin's very intelligent, and He dances. People, he uses words, and people are like, oh, I guess this guy just knows what he's talking about. None of that crap's going to work on me. Forget it, dude. So he really liked the McDavid. He goes, well, I'm kind of interested in that, but I want you to look up the comps. I'm like, I'll do that trade straight up. And he said, no, I want to know the comps first. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is beyond ridiculous how much in his favor I'm going. So I looked up the comp, and you know me, I'm not good at searching. It was 190 American. So I told him, and he's like this. He pulls this little act. He's acting, right? He's looking up. Okay, Phil, I'm going to tell. So he makes it very clear to me, have it all on camera, that he's doing me a favor by accepting the trade. So you know what I did? I grabbed my cards. I said, no, we're done, dude. I wanted this Gretzky so bad. I said, don't you dare think you're doing me a favor. I am heavily in your favor. Heavily in your favor. We have a mutual friend, Marty, who I think was just sick of us going back and forth. He was like, enough. He goes, you do the trade or not, right? Do the trade or not. Here's what happened after, though. Okay. And I forgot that I remembered what, I'm not going to say the price. But I forgot what he got. I forgot I knew that information. When I'm feeling a bit guilty. I'm like, maybe Kevin was right. I started to have doubt. I look up Card Ladder again. I find 3 more comps for around $30 to $50 for the McDavid exclusive. So I feel like a piece of crap. I start to walk over to tell Kevin, listen, I saw the 190 comp, but I feel bad. But I immediately turned around because I remember he is still so far ahead of the trade. There's 14 other Wayne Gretzky autographs of this card of a rinky-dink Parker's jet. You can't even get 1,000 for this card in the future. There's no. So you're welcome, Kevin.
I was going to say 800 Canadian tops is what this card is worth.
I agree. It's just aesthetically pleasing. The W is a little odd, but I like it. Like, it's just a beautiful card for my binder that is massively overpaid. I just can't stand it when other people think they're oh, please, thank you for the favor, sir. Get out of here. Love you, Kev.
Here's the thing, though, is it's a great card. There's no complaints you can make about it, but this goes back to what we were talking about in our Hobby Doomsday episode a little bit. Yeah. Just because it's out of 15 doesn't make it a banger. It's a Parkhurst card. We love Parkhurst. We're big Parkhurst fans.
You found the right buyer. Yeah.
But it's not a significant set. It's not a meaningful card. It's just a beautiful Wayne Gretzky auto card. So that's where the value comes from. The out of 15 is meaningless on this card.
I know. Anyways. All right, next one. Sorry. A banger game used all-star jersey, Guy Lafleur, 2016-17. Exquisite collection patch. Self-explanatory. Card is incroyable.
And the 8 is correctly made. It's amazing.
Okay, David.
What's the number 8?
No ghostly 8. They did these weird ghost 8s, and this is a real 8. So it makes me happy.
What's the significance of 8?
Why do we have to talk about this every time? Jesus. Go ahead, tell him, Dave. No, go ahead, tell him.
I don't know what the significance of 8 is.
What irritates you about it?
Oh, that it looks like a ghost. But he's saying, what's the significance of the 8?
Yeah, I'm not irritated by the look of it. I see it's number.
His number is what's his number?
11 or 6. Yeah,
no. Guy Lafleur is number 10.
So why is it a number 8?
Okay, this is we're all dumber from this conversation. Okay, my last card, La Collection.
Honest question.
I was going to be generous to you. Dave, you just mushed my brain. I was going to say maybe we could work out a deal, or maybe there's a card. You know what? I'm keeping this card forever now. So what you're looking at is a 2023-24 Mario Lemieux, also known as Ole Lefsa, because that's how it looks like though he signs his name. And my new friends at Remy Card Trader, big shout out to those boys and young lady, Mode. I thank you. So I felt a little rude. I was chatting with a very nice young lady who is very knowledgeable about Pokemon and hockey cards, and she was great for their media. And I completely checked out of the conversation when we were watching because my eyes caught this card. So I don't know what she kept saying. I looked at the dealer who happened to be Remy Card Trader employees. So that was convenient, and I bought the card immediately. I got it for what I get it for, Dave? 900.
I don't remember, but this is your best pickup. This card is it's insanely awesome.
I bought this for bragging rights. I immediately was like, suck it, greeting. And Jeremy Lee wants this card too. Get lost, Jeremy.
In a
Okay,
loving
Yeah,
way, of
no,
course.
this card is amazing. If
So-
if you die before me, I get this card.
So the
that's
problem is when I got back to my motel room, I can't stop looking at it. Like now I'm like, I think I might just like, I don't know. Maybe
I
give
don't
it
know
a
why
little
you
bit.
wouldn't keep it. I know
it
you're
doesn't
not a
fit my
big,
collection.
you're
I'd have
not
to
a
keep-
Mario Lemieux collector, but it's
Yeah.
okay to collect a few cards from a certain set that you love, and this is a set you love.
I don't know
So-
if I agree with that mindset.
Okay,
I think it might not be okay. I think it's
I
odd.
need to open up your mind.
You should be convincing. You should be closing my mind to get this card.
This is a
You
beautiful
must have
card.
something. You must have propose something to me.
I would love that card, but I would not mind if you kept this card because it's just such an amazing card. I don't want to take it from you.
Well, but if you have something I want,
Well, what do you want?
oh, okay, we'll talk about it later. But that's
We'll
it.
fi-
Those are
we'll
my
figure
cards.
it out.
Well, just really quickly though, the thought that the Parker's Wayne Gretzky would be worth 1,800 and this would
Right.
only be worth 900 is
Yeah.
insane.
Not even close.
I hope Kevin's listening. I know he's not, but
Also, I feel like you got a great deal on that card. Like 900 for
it's
that.
because people
Lemieux,
don't
I
people
think
don't
that's
know
a
yet. It's
$1,200 card.
right. My Patrick Wall was 600. This was 900. Now it's going on.
Yeah. Well, you got a crazy deal on the Patrick Waugh
Yeah,
too.
they-
Like you,
I guarantee you, those guys were
scored.
like, "Oh, what did we do?"
scored on those cards. So, anyways, okay, my turn. 23-24 clear cut Leo Carlson rookie auto. I was on the beach with my good friend Darcy. We hit some card shops. He flew into town for a day, and we cruised around card shops and bought some clear cut. Went to the beach and opened the boxes, and this is what I hit. So, if you want to watch the live reveal, it's on my Instagram. So that's how I have that card, but I'll probably sell it. Next card, 23-24 Allure, Cole Caulfield 16-bit. Friend of the show, Sean, reached out to me. He had this card. I wanted it. And he wanted some cards from the flare box I opened, and we made a trade. And he was a very good sport because he would not accept very much for the trade. And but there are two cards he sent with this Cole Caulfield, one for you, Phil, and one for you, Josh. So
Oh,
I
nice.
will.
I don't collect
Yeah.
Cole Caulfield.
No, it's the Shane Pinto debut ticket
Oh.
access auto.
I'll take it. Yeah.
So he sent that to you, and Josh, he sent a really cool color match Kirill Kaprizov Green Dazzler.
Oh,
in
thank
the
you.
Retro Uni.
Thank
So-
you, Sean.
So yeah,
Thank-
so thank
thought
you,
it was
Sean.
Darcy.
What's that?
I thought it was Darcy.
No,
No.
Oh.
Sean. So Sean from Facebook.
Thank you, Sean.
From Facebook.
From Facebook. So yeah. And then the last one is a 25-26 Upper Deck Series 1 Ivan Demidov rookie bootleg. I've been really on the fence about collecting the 3 rookies for the bootleg set. I felt like I could just collect the regular bootlegs and not worry about the 3 rookies, but a price that was too good to be true came up and I bought it. And then like 2 days later, another one popped up for like $100 less.
Yeah.
You don't stay on fences very long, Dave.
No, I don't.
You're
I
very
don't.
short-lived on fences.
I cave pretty quickly.
He's better on
And
painted
so
lines. Yeah.
I picked up that one too, so I'm soon to have 2, but I already have a buyer for one of them. So, yeah, so very cool. I mean, look at that card though. The bootleg cards are just so cool.
They're
So,
amazing. Josh
they're
doesn't
amazing.
like them. He likes the wax-ons better.
You like the wax-ons better, or you just
Yeah.
like the wax-ons?
No, he likes them better. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
appreciate
like
these, but I just don't feel the need.
It doesn't tickle your fancy.
He missed out on a card or something. There's got to be lore to it. Yeah.
I'm allowed to have.
But I don't even like them anyways.
Duh.
He's
guys
probably
are
when
stupid
I outbid him
bootlegs.
on, and I was all excited and showed everyone, look at the card I got. And
He's in the corner.
I was bidding on that card and got sniped at the last second.
Bootlegs are part of my axis of evil.
I'm more into copperheads and liquid golds.
True.
I have one card, and it was a gift given me at the expo, but I really wanted to show this one. Well, number one, to show appreciation for the gift. And we've had hordes and hordes of talk about how expensive our hobby is these days. This is a fantastic card. Pictures never do it justice. It is too nice to be. It's a base insert. It's not really a base card. It's the EX. It's from 2012 for a retro. The Wayne Gretzky EX base card. They're not super common, but you can get them for like $15-$20, something like that. And
Wayne is closer to 100.
Oh, okay, closer to 100.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're not finding a Wayne Gretzky under $50 for this, man.
Oh, man. Well, so reasonably affordable then. It was a gift, so I didn't know I thought it was a little bit less. So now, really, thank you for the gift.
Yeah.
Well,
But
Phil's talking
That's a
about
very good gift.
$1,000,000, so it's still a $15-$20 card.
Oh,
you were
go
right.
on.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
out of here, America. Aren't you guys supposed to be on a plane or something? To a cabin?
Yeah, Louis, you were a nunzo.
I didn't have any, so I figured I'd just leave you guys up there and I'd flip through them for you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Louis.
Appreciate
Oh, I
that.
got one more pickup today. I forgot. I got this from my LCS today. It's
Oh, that's
eh?
cool.
Wow,
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
very
They gave
nice.
it to me. Thanks, Mike. We call him Big Wheel. I'm Little Wheel.
You know where that would look really good, Phil?
I'm
Right
scared
there.
to say.
Right there.
Oh, like this?
Little wheel.
Yeah,
No,
right
he's talking
there
about in
above
his
my head.
office.
Called
Oh, in
Bald-
your office. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give it to you.
Bald
No,
tire.
You can have it. It would look good.
Yeah.
I don't mind. It's still mine. I'll give it to you on loan.
Okay.
If you like the episode, please leave a rating, review on Apple, Spotify, whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, you want to support us, you want to chat with us on the Hockey Cards Gong Show Discord server, please consider a $5 donation. It's per month, and be one of our first 999 supporters. The link is in the show description, our Instagram, TikTok profiles, and our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, or on Patreon's website, patrun.com, and search for us on Hockey Cards Gong Show. Follow the Gong Show on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And boys, the Hockey Cards Gong Show podcast is a production of Dollar Box Ventures LLC. Have an awesome Memorial Day weekend if you're in the U.S. Summer is here. Welcome to warmth. I guess unless you're in Saskatoon where it snows every day still. But Baba Louie, take us out, buddy.
Bye.
It's the Gong Show, we're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire, no holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth, he's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show, let's go, let's go. Wanna say them in the show. So
Is it weird that I've developed emotional feelings for my cat?
That's what she said. That's what she said.
I thought I deleted that.